Today, we're going to talk about what is in my running bag. These are the things I take with me, whether I'm going to the track for a little bit of speed work or I'm going to the trailhead for a long run. These things, they're what comes with me. Two quick things we got to get out of the way before we get started. These are the things that I take with me when I go for a run or go for a speed workout, but these are the things that aren't already on me, so you're not going to see the Apple Watch because this thing never leaves my wrist, so it's definitely not in my bag. The second thing is if you find anything that you want to look into more or you're interested in, the links will be in the description down below. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're gonna start out with the bag itself, and it is the All in Motion backpack. That's it. There's not really a model name that I could find. It's from Target. It's a Target house brand, but it's actually a really good backpack at a really affordable price. Couple reasons why I like this bag. First, it has enough storage for a gym bag. Like, I'm not trying to carry a week's worth of clothes in this thing. It's to get me through a workout, and that's it. And then I'm done. It's got a really nice shoe pocket where you can slide your shoes in there. It's ventilated to help keep some of that stink at bay. It's really nice. Keeps everything separated from like your clothes or your electronics that you're bringing with you, because no one wants stinky shoe smell all over their stuff. It's got 2 water bottle holders. It's really comfortable to carry. The padding on the shoulders is actually really nice. It's been very durable so far and held up nicely for my travels and my workouts. And it's also got plenty of pockets. It's even got a laptop sleeve if you want to bring your laptop or a tablet with you, if that's something you take with you for your workouts. And it also has a nice hidden pocket right behind your back where you can hide, your valuables, maybe your wallet, your phone while you're off running or, doing whatever at the gym. Next up, we're gonna go to my current favorite running shoe, and that is the New Balance Fuel Cell Super Comp Trainer V3. An insanely long name, but an awesome shoe. These things are like running on a cloud. They're super cushy. They feel great. They feel springy. They give you a lot of energy return. They have a carbon fiber plate to help with some stability, given all that cushion. The uppers breathe really well, but they feel like they're locking your foot in place and securing it. Honestly, I can't say enough about these shoes. They're like running on a cloud. If you haven't checked them out, you should definitely go to your running store and just give them a feel, see if you like them. The nice thing is, for a carbon fiber, really good energy return shoe, they're actually really affordable. They come in about $180, which I understand is not cheap by any means, but that's miles better than like the Nike Alpha Flies that are going for like $300. So I think it's worth a look. Next up, we have the Gatorade GX Squeeze bottle. Now, this is nothing spectacular. It's nothing fancy. It's just a good, durable water bottle that you can take with you, throw around, and it's not gonna break or leak. I like that there's no cap on these, so you can just take them out of your bag and shoot them in your mouth, and you don't have to worry about fumbling with lids, caps, anything like that. And then once you're done drinking, it's automatically already sealed back up, so you don't have to worry about leaking if you kind of toss it off to the side. The other nice thing about the GX water bottle is that you can use the GX pods. We'll talk about those in a minute. And you can turn it into a Gatorade on the spot without having to lug around an extra Gatorade and an extra bottle wherever you go. As I just mentioned, next up we have the GX Gatorade Pod. This thing is awesome because I can just toss it in my bag and it'll roll around. It's perfectly sealed. It's all encapsulated, all contained. And whenever I'm in the middle of a workout or I'm going into a running workout and I want a little extra energy, maybe some extra carbs to help fuel my body through that workout, just pop it on top of that GX Squeeze bottle, and all of a sudden I have a Gatorade that has carbohydrates for energy and is gonna help propel me through my workout. And the reason I like the GX pods better than actually like a physical Gatorade is it doesn't take up as much room in my bag. I don't drink a Gatorade regularly. It's just almost an insurance policy for my run. So I like to have these little pods laying around that I can just turn into a Gatorade whenever I need it. Next up, we have the Scosh Rhythm R Plus 2.0. A horribly named product, but a really good product. So this is a dedicated heart rate monitor. So lately I've been really getting into tracking my heart rate and understanding heart rate fitness zones as I train. So I needed a dedicated heart rate monitor because the Apple Watch monitor, it's good, don't get me wrong, but anything that's tracking your heart rate on your wrist is gonna be inherently flawed just because your blood flow is not as good as your wrist. So I bought this Scosh one for about $25 on sale. You can get it for $36 regular price, which is fantastic. Plop it on my arm and I get really, really accurate heart rate readings throughout my workouts. It's got a nice 24-hour battery life. It's sweat-proof, waterproof, dust-proof. It's durable as heck. I've tossed this thing around and I can't seem to break it, which is good. And like I mentioned, the $37 regular price tag just can't be beat, especially when you compare it to other big name brands that go for 2-3 times the cost and are no more accurate. Next up, we have the AirPods Pro. I don't have to say a whole lot about these. You probably know just about everything there is to know about these. They're super popular. A couple reasons why I carry the AirPods Pro. One, I find they have really good battery life. 2, the connection to my iPhone for music is dependable because there's nothing worse than being on a hard workout run and all of a sudden your music cuts out. And then you have to listen to yourself breathe heavily and your feet hit the ground. And nobody wants to listen to that while they're working out, at least I don't. So that's why I picked the AirPods. On top of that, I really like the transparency mode. I find it's very effective. It allows me to hear what's going on around me while still getting like high quality music into my ears. And as a runner, I really value being able to hear what's going on around me because, safety, cars, vehicles, other people, you just want to know what's going on around you when you're running. And that's why I carry the AirPods. Next up, we have the Sharper Image Percussion Massager Mini. Now, I picked this up at Costco kind of on a whim, and I have fallen in love with this thing. It is small enough that I can just toss it in my bag and not have to think about it. It's not taking up too much space. It's not too heavy. It's got good battery life. And I find that if I'm feeling a little bit tight or my legs are feeling a little crampy before I start a workout, I can just whip this thing out, give my legs a little massage. It's powerful enough to really work out those like tight knots in your leg and really get the blood flowing, and it assists in recovery or preparation for a run. And I just find having it on me makes me better prepared for a run because a little knot isn't going to derail me because I can just pop this thing out, hit the knot, work it out, and I'm good to go for my run. For on-the-go uses, this thing is fantastic. All right, so next up we have the Gooder OG sunglasses. I really hate when you're running outside on a bright sunny day. No, I actually really like that, but what I hate is that you're like squinting as you're running the whole time, right? I think that's so frustrating. It gives me a headache. I don't want to be like squinting into the sun. I just want to be able to run and enjoy the experience, not be squinting and fighting the sun the whole way. Now, high quality running sunglasses tend to get really expensive, like Oakley's and things like that can get to the hundreds of dollars. And I don't know about you, but I tend to break sunglasses and scratch them, and I don't want to spend that kind of money. And that's where I found the Gooder to be an amazing value proposition. A pair of these things is like 25 bucks on Amazon. They're polarized, they stay in place, so they don't slip down your nose, they don't bounce when you're running, which is so frustrating with sunglasses, is the bouncing and sliding. You don't want to constantly have to adjust them. These tend to stay in place really well, even when I have a really good sweat going. And at 25 bucks, I don't feel like I have to baby them. I'm not really concerned if I toss them in my bag and something happens to them. I can replace them. Actually, I can buy 4 sets of them before I ever get into the cost of a single pair of like Oakley's. So I really like these. I also like the way they look. They're just kind of like the basic Wayfarer style sunglasses, as opposed to like those big wraparound ones that I just don't think I'm fast enough and can't bring myself to wear yet. All right, so next up we have the Under Armour Launch Cap. So I carry this hat because I hate when I get sweat running down my face and into my eyes, and I'm constantly doing one of these to try to wipe it. I can't stand that. So I wear a hat every run just to be more of like a sweatband without being an actual sweatband. The reason I like the Under Armour one is it's super lightweight. The material lets air flow in and out. It doesn't capture the heat on top of my head, so I can stay cool throughout my run. It's got a really nice sweat liner on the inside that takes the moisture or all the sweat and it wicks it away from my body so it doesn't run down my face. It doesn't get waterlogged, which is all fantastic. It also features a nice adjustable strap that lets you get really big or really small so you can get that perfect fit and really dial it in so it feels nice on your head. It's not too tight and it's taking care of all that sweat that you're producing. I really think on like hot summer runs, having a good hat is an absolute must, whether you're using it to like block the sun out of your eyes or you're just using like I do for like a sweatband. It's well worth like the 25 bucks to pick one up. All right, so the final 2 on this list are kind of emergency type situation products. So the first one is just a protein bar. Now this one happens to be a pure protein bar, but that's not really what's important. I keep a protein bar in my bag because sometimes either before a run, if I'm feeling light on fuel and I really need something to kind of give me the energy to get through the workout, I pick up a protein bar, eat it. They tend to be pretty easy on the stomach, so I'm not weighing myself down or having stomach issues as I'm running, but it does give me that extra protein and energy and carbohydrates that I need to get through the workout. Or alternatively, you finish a workout and maybe your next meal is not for a couple hours. It's nice to have a protein bar, something to snack on, kind of refuel a little bit, give your body some protein to help rebuild some of those muscles and get ready for your next run. So I just keep one in my bag and it's a nice little insurance policy. Along those same lines, next we have a liquid IV packet. If you're feeling dehydrated before a run, your performance is really going to suffer. And I hate that feeling of like, I just don't have the dehydration, the electrolytes, the water in me to get through this workout as effectively as I want to. So I just throw one of these in the bag and I always have it available should I need it. The electrolytes are going to help you recover after a run or prepare for a run when you're going to be sweating out a lot of those electrolytes out of your body. And it's going to help you if you're cramping and things like that. just having this on hand is just a nice insurance policy to make sure that you're ready to work out and you don't waste your effort on a run because your body wasn't prepared and you didn't have the right hydration in your system. All right, so those are like my EDC items for my running bag. These are the things that I'm gonna take with me to make sure I get the most out of every single workout and I'm as comfortable as possible during my runs. But I'm sure I'm missing something, so let me know if you found something or you know of something that you carry that I should be carrying, and put it down in the comments so I can pick it up or check it out. If you made it this far through the video, honestly, you should probably just give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel for more stuff like this. Yes, shameless plug, but hey, you made it this far with me, and we'll do this again soon. See ya.